my truck. There we go. Right, now the big question is, did you two make it to Karlskrona?
Okay. Whereabouts are you?
Whereabouts am I? I'm about to appear.
Oh, you're about to appear. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're both here now. We're just parked up.
Brilliant.
So, I
My
think Gav's gone to a
blending
couple of
this
things.
is really obnoxious. I'm sort of listening and blending at the same time. Okay, that's not a problem, Amarillan. Hello. Yeah, I've appeared in my car parking space.
Yeah, that's I just recognise what colour you've got.
Set up a CptnJenks cave now.
Hey, my truck.
You know,
right.
I can't park, so there you go.
Yeah, I think we've all learned that, CK. Right.
I can't park a train either.
I do need to do that so I need to. And then the final thing that I need to do is, yeah, that'll be done. Anyway, for those of you viewers, you join us in Karlskrona in Sweden, and we have come here for one reason. Well, let's make that two reasons, shall we? And they are, quite simply,
double trailers!
double trailers! Of which I've got none. Oh, there we go, there's a double. Okay, so let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, what have you guys got in terms of jobs? Hey, Luke Knight, welcome. Flying Scotsman got the Malmesbury branch and the new Western Hydraulics pack yesterday. Nice. Enjoy the Malmesbury branch. I like it.
Oh, cool. Well done, Flying Scotsman, on the new hydraulics pack.
I've been looking at that, to be honest with you.
So some good reviews. So a lot of people are starting to do some scenarios on workshop for it too. So
I've thought about it.
I've got a double trailer to Bergen.
You got a double trailer to Bergen. Where's Bergen?
Norway.
Okay, I don't have that. Actually, I might have. Let me put
It's
it in.
it's in the external.
it's in externals, is it?
Karlskrona
Yeah.
to order that the other way around to Bergen. No, I don't have that. I've got 1, 2. I had one to Oslo, but that's quite a trek.
You sure you haven't got none?
I've got 1 to, and I apologise if I said this wrong, John Copping.
Young Sherping, yeah.
Oh, John Chirping.
Young Sherping, yeah. I went through this with Gav earlier, but it's alright, no worries.
Young Chirping.
Yeah, Young Sherping, yeah.
I've got 1 to there.
Yeah.
What else have I got?
In the external?
Yeah. I've got 1 to Chris Lansand.
Yeah. Christian's Land.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Got 1 back to Malmo. I
Yeah.
want to go back to Malmo. I want to go somewhere new. I've got 1 to Oslo. I've got 1 to Stavanger.
Stavanger. Yeah.
Did you say Christiansen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go that one.
You've got that one. What have you got, CK?
Hang on a sec. Is this on the external ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look.
But we want to go a different way though.
Well, we've got 2 ferries. There's the quickest route.
But we don't want to do that. We want to take a scenic.
We want to get there on time.
Yeah, we will. Trust me.
Aston is a Gav.
Yeah.
Hello. Flying Scotsman
okay.
says, hi CK and Gav, and mind the language in the Discord room, please.
Oh dear. What have I said now?
You haven't said anything.
Oh, I know.
I don't have that place as a job though.
Okay.
No, it's alright. Maybe it's the way it works. You know, I think sometimes it only works for like maybe 2 people, and then it kind of disappears. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Where is it? I'm just looking for somewhere nearby.
I've got one to Uppsala.
Yeah.
No, we've just come from up that end. We don't want to go that end.
I haven't. I've got one to Vasleras. That's again up that end.
Oh, we've just come from there.
Oh, Vesterhof. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I'm trying to think where the other places. I can't see it.
If you want to go the scenic route, I've got one to Oslo. That's driving all the way between Sweden and Norway. Instasim.
Oh, actually, we can do. Take one from Oslo to Bergen. Oh.
Scotsman says you haven't said anything, CK. Just warning, Gavd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see one to Oslo as well.
So I've got one to Oslo. CK can see one to Oslo. What have you got, Gavd?
I've got one to Oslo.
Right, let's go to Oslo.
It's clothes.
Yeah, those.
I've got clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
That's alright. Looks like we're all taking clothes.
Oslo is going to get a lot of clothes.
Yeah, just like in the last job, Gav and I drove a load of baked beans to somewhere. So
Yeah, we did, yeah.
canned beans.
But just press F7. Just press F7. You don't need to drive to it.
Right. Okay.
Press F7.
Yeah, just press F7. Watch. You'll see some magic.
Yeah.
Ah, how did you do
Watch.
that?
F7.
I'm pressing F7. It's just giving me the service thing.
Yeah, and you press enter then,
Press enter.
and then you got to pay a bit of money.
CptnJenks is alright. He's got plenty of money.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm on minus 184,000.
Yeah, you can still do it. Come on.
They're gonna take my truck away from me, Gavd. Luke Knights, hello. I did say hi. Mr. Harrison, hello. Are we missing someone? Nell Sam can't make it tonight, unfortunately.
Hello, Ben.
Unless you want to drive to the job.
Yeah,
follow you.
I'm gonna drive.
All right then.
I'm
We'll
gonna
follow
drive
you.
and pick it up.
Oh, look at that! You can make it like into 4 trailers. Look.
Yeah.
Right,
It's a bit like an accordion. As you're like driving, it looks like it's stretching.
I'm gonna leave these 2 nutters and get out of it.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember which side of the road we're supposed to be driving on?
Left.
The right side.
Are we on the right side or the wrong side? That's what
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Oh, let's not take the roundabout out at high speed. Right. I know I say this every stream, but I'm really being serious. I need to drive properly today.
Alright.
Oh, here we go.
So my apologies to chat if I don't read chat very often, but I'm driving.
Excuses.
Okay, CK still fighting with his ISP. That's from Ben.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's not a problem, Luke. Luke says he switched to his PC since he sent the first message.
Alright.
Right, let's get that lined up. Back we go. And clunk. And then we're going to attach. And let's just jump out and have a look at this. There we go. There's us with our double trailer.
Why are you doing that?
Pretty cool.
While you're doing that, I'm going to have some snacky snacks.
Blame chat for everything. That's what we do here, Luke. We blame chat. Hashtag blame chat.
No, blame Flying Scotsman.
Oh, that's a good one. Hashtag blame Scotsman.
Yes. He's the culprit.
Right. Norsenken. Off we go.
Right then, I'm just going to start coming out myself. I can.
It actually almost feels like I'm driving a train
That's weird.
on the road. The retarder is on. I don't know how to take the retarder off. Apparently a retarder is on. I don't know what that is.
I've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah?
What?
Um,
You can't move?
yeah, something's happened. That's sort of like nothing's working. It's like my controller's kind of stopped
Gone
working.
dead.
Do you want us
Yeah.
to come back for you?
No, sorry, you just carry on.
Yeah?
Hopefully I can. It's alright.
Scotsman says, oi, I have that that gaff.
Right, so I'm alright now. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in and it's working now.
Ah, good. Mr. Harrison says it's hashtag blame Captain.
I blame Ben.
I'll catch you guys up in a sec.
Yeah, well,
Keep going.
we're not going very quickly.
No, we're not.
Does anybody know how I turn this retarder thing off that Scotsman says I've got on?
I don't know, I have that on mine, but I just thought I'd leave it on because it just helps slow you down. Doesn't it help? Isn't it like a braking system?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll leave it on there.
It's like if you're going too fast down the hill, it turns itself on. It slows you right down.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit like that thing you have on a bus sometimes when you're going in a bus, and then when you go up to bus stop, it sort of sounds like it's putting reverse thrust on. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I
So
know.
the engine gets really loud again because the engine's kind of acting as a brake. I think that's what it.
One of the things I've been meaning to ask you guys is, can you guys see chat? Gav, do you just
No.
go through a red light?
Oh, damn, sorry. Damn.
Oh no! It's like everyone's going to be penniless by the time we finish this job. Yeah, I've got chat in front of me, but obviously it's a little bit hard to read. But I can read it from time to time.
Oh, okay.
Jelly
I
Bean
haven't.
asking, Jelly Bean. We're going from Karlskrona to Oslo, and we're on the South American server. Hopefully you got that.
And I've just realised something.
Well, no, I can't see chat. I'm gonna have to tell you what people will say.
Okay, that's fine. No, it's fine. I'm not going to tell you, Gav, because you're going to shout at me. I'm not going to tell you what I've just realised.
Whoa, tell me.
No.
I got an idea. I think I might know what it is.
Go on, CK.
Is it you haven't logged into the thing?
Ah!
Is it your truck books you haven't logged
I've just
into?
realised I'm still not earning any money from my company. You'll see us in Oslo. Okay, not a problem, Jellybean. Make sure you have a double trailer.
I think we're gonna have to force you out of the company.
Hey, that's not fair. I own
No,
it.
Whoa.
Look, I'm in an office all day, making sure you guys don't get paid, okay?
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna have to go on strike.
Although I must say, we are within the top 200 now, so well done, guys. Thank you very much.
But that must be just Gav then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I think this is actually the first day I've actually logged in with your truck books. So anyway.
When we get to Oslo, I may just jump out and sort that out and jump back in.
Yeah, good idea.
Luke Knight says you can't do that, he's the boss. Thank you, Luke.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh. We see about that.
Have you caught up, CK? I'm looking for you.
Oh, behind you.
Oh, okay.
Got you on visual.
I'm
But
deliberately.
it's just very, it's just very laggy for me. So what happens is as I get nearer and nearer to you, you start kind of going forwards and backwards, and I don't want to ram into the back of you, so I'm sort of keeping.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's just that I'm looking for you in my side mirrors and I can't see you, so.
It's probably just setting in the wind mirrors for you. You can set up, I think, isn't it? You can change the distance.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Possibly. But I should have it all on max. But I think it might be because I'm looking on the zone map as well, my radar map, and your green dot isn't there. So I think it is just because you're keeping your distance.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind. It's just that when I got a little bit closer, your truck was kind of looking like it was jumping back and forth, and then one minute it looked like I was almost in the back of you, and the next thing is you're like 20 metres down the road again. So I thought, well, I better not go too close, otherwise I might accidentally hit you. So
Okay.
Are you all caught back up?
Yeah, this does seem a bit jumpy tonight.
That could be the server as well.
Yeah, it could be.
Because we're on the American server, you see, we are on the European
because I
one.
can see it a little bit when you're driving as well, although it's not as bad for you as what it is for me. But I can see like when you get quite close to Gab, it's like he sort of starts jumping around a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little bit worse for me. So obviously, I was.
And actually, Gav does make a point. You know, this is being processed in America, and we're all sat here in England, so it's being transmitted to America, processed, and then sent back.
Yeah.
So, apparently, Mr. Harrison is babysitting a Southern tank engine.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, like Whitemead, he said he had the Hoover in the house a few weeks ago, and I said to him I didn't know you had a Class 50 in the house.
Yeah, well,
because his mother was vacuuming, and he said that his mum, he said, oh, there was a Hoover on, and I just thought, wow, you got a Hoover.
yeah, well, Mr. Harrison's got a Southern tank engine.
Yeah.
I am only slightly jealous because I would much rather a Great Western one, but hey.
Then Whitemead even then boasted that he had a shed in the garden. I was like, wow, he's even got a shed. He must have like a train collection in his garden somewhere. The National Whitemead Museum.
Luke Knights has said, what livery?
Yeah. Oh dear. Probably an Electrolux one.
Apparently it's not the steam type.
No.
And Flying Scotsman said Hoover, a great diesel locomotive. Right, Gafter's gone. Bye, Gav. Oh, NASCAR, thank you very much for the host. Welcome to the channel, to any of NASCAR's viewers.
Yeah, I noticed that Gav's just disappeared. He's like gone, whoosh.
I'm catching back up to him. I can see him now. I think as he hit the road and saw that he went to 50 and just went.
Yeah.
Oh, my loan installments have been paid. Oh gosh, there's more money. No.
Oh no, you got that now. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I've got a huge loan, haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, someone else.
Oh,
Another
that's
car.
a car. 2 cars.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have to go up to the next junction up the road if they're ever going to come back and haunt us, but I don't think they'll bother. Not everyone with cars is evil.
Well, we're coming off here and I'm next to Gav.
Yeah, we're definitely coming up here.
I'm just gonna let you get in.
Thank you.
Good thing is, though, as I'm at the back, if those guys come back with the cars, then obviously I'm going to be the first victim.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's alright.
I don't know if my trailer can pull both of these up. Right, there we go, right. There's nobody there. Gav, get out of the way. Come on. There we go. Right, we're back on the move. NASCAR says, what viewers, it's just you. Ah, sorry NASCAR. I just saw the host and thought maybe you were bringing more and more people to my stream. Right, oh, 90. Don't think we'll be doing 90.
No.
Yeah, but don't forget that's in kilometres, so that's like, what, 40 something?
Yeah, something like that. Captain, have I tried? I've tried it a couple of times. NASCAR, the S160. What do you guys reckon to the S160?
I like it.
Yeah?
I don't know, I can't remember what one that is because it's
The American one for England.
Right.
It's a steam loco, I don't mind it, but it's definitely not within my first choice of loco. knows. It's a bit like that bullying thing. I'm not overly keen on that either. I think it's an ugly looking thing. But yeah, and I hate the whistle on it. I really do. It grates me. I hate using it. There's something about the high-pitched shrill of a nice British whistle.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just like it. The high-tone whistles that we have on our steam locos. And then you've got that great big foghorn of a whistle that's on that, and it's just like it grates me.
Yeah.
So who has joined this crashing escapade? In chat we have Gavd and we have CK, and that's all we have in the convoy at the moment.
Yeah.
Although Jellybean says that he's on his way to meet us at Oslo.
Hello,
So,
NASCAR.
if you want to get into the convoy, you're more than welcome to. We'll be at Oslo in not very long. I haven't actually worked out the rate at which game time passes. If any of you guys worked it out.
Yeah. Because it's 7.5 hours now, so
Yeah.
it'll take us in real time about 20 minutes.
Right.
Between 15 to 20 minutes. It'll take us together.
Not too bad.
This is actually the first time we've started to stream in the day. Normally we end up starting at night. Gav's just disappeared. He's got his foot down again.
Yeah.
CK's with, so it would take 6 hours to take one picture.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think what might be a good idea is just basically take a picture of me, or I'll just send you a picture of me on my own, and then you can like put it in yourself later.
What, Photoshop it in?
Yeah, or something similar. Yeah.
Right, there we go. No,
Just
no,
watching you
don't
go around
oversteer
this bend.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I have a feeling that my
I think you might have got stuck, have you? Looks like it.
might get stuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually quite a tight corner for double trailer. There we go, we're on the move. Well, hey.
I'm just coming around the corner myself now, so let's see how that goes for me.
Well, I can see you on the map, are you?
I just about made it around. That's cool.
Yeah, it's quite tight, that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hinch to Sim is back, but won't be for long because he needs to go make a cup of tea.
It doesn't matter too much. We're only taking clothes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like they make a mess if you spill them.
I don't know, they do a little bit. I've now got InstaSim up on, oh, he's gonna get, not InstaSim. Gavt was on my map momentarily.
Yeah, he's there, yeah. Just going past the outskirts of Jönköping.
Yeah.
Jönköping, the town that we're just skirting past.
Oh, okay. What does that sign say that you're now facing? Is it Gothenburg or something?
Yeah, Göteborg, which is how they say it in Sweden for Gothenburg.
Okay.
So, Göteborg, how they say it.
Mr. Harrison's back with pasta.
It's like I was telling Gav, you see, about the places, all these places that have got chirping, or the coping as you say.
Yeah.
They're all, basically, chirping in Sweden means like shopping. So they're all basically market towns that were all very close to each other. So you have Linköping and Jönköping. And they're all like market towns from the past. So obviously they used to trade goods with each other.
Okay.
So that's why they got the chirping bit at the end, because chirping obviously means shopping. It's like market. Like we have market towns.
Nice. that's actually quite interesting. Thank you for that.
That's all right. Just something I picked up myself, obviously living in Sweden for 10 years, and then you're driving places, and then obviously I'd get told, oh yeah, this is what this means. Oh, really?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's quite interesting bit of knowledge.
It was like I was telling Gav, you know, like there's a piece of road, I don't know if you remember, but there's a piece of road when you're driving along sometimes and you see lots of airplanes beside the roadside.
Yeah.
And that's because in that stretch of road is very, very near to the Saab aircraft factory, so they have a lot of their planes and things that they've made up on the side of the road. So it's actually like that in reality when you're driving on there, all those planes. So you have all like the Saab Vigans, all the old Saab planes from the past.
You know that Saab, when they stopped making planes, they went into making cars, and they actually made a car that was driven with a joystick rather than a steering wheel.
I think that was the Saab 9000, wasn't it?
Something like that. I saw a video.
So you used to,
Go on.
you used to have the commercials on the TV where they used to have it sort of like almost like it was going off a cliff and then turning into a plane as it flew off the cliff. Or something.
That's right. Yeah. That was to advertise the company for the fact that they were using plane engineering in a car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was one that actually you drove and you turn left by moving the joystick left and right with the joystick right. And there's a video of like a really old car show, the predecessor to Top Gear, with Jeremy Clarkson driving it.
Yeah.
Mr. Harrison says it's got garlic bread as well. Nom 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 nom.
I've got some cheese and crackers to eat, but I'm not really just now. But sitting there waiting. Some brie and Twix. Not a Yorkie, unfortunately.
I had a friend once, and he's passed on this to me. He always said that whenever he said om nom 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 nom, it made him think of a tortoise eating mashed potato. which it kind of does. Just imagine now a tortoise and a plate of mashed potato, and then go om nom 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 nom.
And then you saying tortoise makes you think of Blue Peter now.
Okay, see, it makes me think of One Foot in the Grave.
Because on Blue Peter, one of the pets used to be a tortoise, and they always used to have the tortoise, and then they always used to stick it in the box and then say bye-bye to it, and then it used to disappear for about, how many months it was, and then they would do the live unveiling of the tortoise, and you were just hoping it wasn't going to be like a dead tortoise when it was locked. It was all fine, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they hibernate, don't they?
Yeah, but I think they must have checked that. I think they cheated and already checked it before they actually.
Yeah, of course they do. You wouldn't live stream
a
dead tortoise.
So they can replace it with another one, and then you would notice. Yeah.
Right, let me catch up on this. Actually, this is not a good place to be catching up on chat. It's a bit windy.
Yeah.
Which for the viewers is a really nice place for me to be catching up on chat, but I need to earn some money.
Yeah, exactly, Ben. Not a good thing. I've got a friend of mine that lives in Florida, and they haven't moved away yet, so they're sticking it out for now. So we'll see what happens. It's yeah, not good.
Yeah, that's really not good. That Hurricane Irma. Simmons making himself a cup of tea. Well, I don't know, Luke. He never actually said. I think it was just the sound that sort of like the om nom nom is kind of like what you would imagine a tortoise making as it moves its mouth to eat mashed potato.
Yeah.
But he never actually properly explained it. There was one other that I missed. You think it was an episode? Oh, it actually was Top Gear before they revamped it. I don't think so, because it was a very young Jeremy Clarkson, and it was in the mid-80s that was filmed. Possibly even slightly earlier.
I think Top Gear used to be originally back a long time ago, and then it stopped for a bit, and then they redid it with like James
okay.
May and that again.
So maybe it was then.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
So I think they used to have Jamie Clarkson, and then they had I can't remember the other name of the guy, but he then went off and did another car show on the other channel with Vicky Henderson, I think it is, which was Fifth Gear or something.
Yes.
Was it CptnJenks?
Yeah, that was right, because he used to be on Top Gear originally as well, I think.
Because when they revamped it, they actually had somebody else rather than James May.
Yeah,
they had like a car dealer who would tell you where you could get it cheap, and he only stayed for one series, and then he went.
Yeah, he went off. Yeah.
That was Mike Bueller.
That's him. I prefer James May, to be honest with you.
And they used to have another guy on there called Quentin Wilson as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, have any of you seen the revamp on Amazon?
No.
Oh, you mean the Grand Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some of them. Yeah. Have you seen any?
Yeah, I quite liked it. There's one or two features that I didn't like, but I quite liked it. It's basically the same idiots, but with a much bigger budget, which made it quite good. 2002 they redid it. They had Tiff Nadal and James May for the win, according to Luke. What was I saying? Yeah, no. I don't like the American in it. The Stig kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't like
he's
him.
always moaning in the car. Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't like him. And I don't like the Ebola drome either.
The what?
The Ebola drome is what they call their new racetrack.
Oh yeah.
It's not a racetrack, it's but there we go. I guess that there were some things that they really had to give up.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from that, I hadn't seen all of them. I've seen a few of them though. I like the way they went to different places, like Whitby and
I like that
places.
Although I thought for a while that constantly killing off the celebrity guests got a bit stupid.
Yeah.
James May's Toy Story, the only one I've seen on that was the one on the model railways, the train sets, and I love that. Like the history of them and Frank Longby.
Yeah, good ones. Done the one with the Lego, and then he did the one with the Spitfire, building the Airfix Spitfire on real size. That was good.
I used to do Airfix models.
When Katie UK and I went to the Cosford a month or so ago, they had that Spitfire that James May had built there with the life-size James May figure that sat in the cockpit. It was kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Because they basically took all the original mouldings from like the kit, but then made them like a huge size, and then obviously for the pilot figure they used to glue into the seat, they made like a James May version instead.
I'd like to go and see that.
But I mean, you might try and see if you can find the original show from the TV and watch it. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Then he made a Lego house as well.
Yeah, I like that one.
What, an actual full-size house?
Yeah, Lego. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he did a Meccano thing where he made a real Meccano bridge out of Meccano or something.
Yeah, it was like Tower Bridge, wasn't it?
Something like that. I think you had to walk across it as well. I think.
Yeah.
I remember.
I like the model railway one.
NASCAR sent me a huge message. He said Clarkson and Willman have been friends for a long time, and when old Top Gear before 2002 was on the verge of being cancelled, Whitman got a hold of Clarkson and asked him to come back and make a new version of Top Gear after... Who's Willman?
Andy Willman.
Who probably
Yeah,
is.
I think that's it. I think
Or
that's
is the producer of Top Gear?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That was Ben. InstaSim's back. Welcome back, InstaSim. Don't forget about James May's Man Lab. That was a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
man.
Who's watching Paddington 24/7 next week on Channel 5? Not me.
Didn't even know it was on.
I didn't even know it was on. Is that like a live thing from the station, Mr. Harrison?
Is it a new series? What? If it's a new series, I might record it. If it's a bag of wind, then nah, probably.
Yeah, we don't get terrestrial channels.
No.
We do everything through Netflix. Just because with me gaming and everything, we spend so little time watching the channels, and there's so many of them. It's like it's not worth the value anymore. And it's actually annoying that you need a TV license now to watch BBC iPlayer, because that was how I used to do everything.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah.
The Meccano drawbridge. A new series on how they run Paddington Station, apparently. It actually sounds quite interesting, but I won't be able to watch it.
What day is it on?
I don't know, he's not said. He'll say now once that comes through.
I record it. It's a Paddington. Is it about the bear or is it about the station?
I think it's about the bear.
Yeah, you just get a bear sitting there, and today the bear's going to watch the TV, and today the bear is going to have a picnic.
Yeah. It's going to have peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly.
Don't you... Paddington Bear does not have peanut butter and jelly.
Not unless they've changed the stories to fit into today's audiences again.
Well, it's like he was used in the Marmite advert for a while, having Marmite sandwiches, and that was just no. Paddington Bear does not have Marmite sandwiches, although I'm sure he would love them. He has marmalade sandwiches.
Yeah.
Marmalade and peanut. Nice, huh?
Paddy, it's on Monday.
On Monday? Oh,
Yeah.
That'll be 9 o'clock. Oh,
So there won't be any delays that day.
Well, Mr. Harrison, I don't think anybody will be watching it on Monday. Quite
no,
obviously.
it's trains, yeah, trains on Monday. Can't do that.
Because they'll all be too busy watching me fail at trains.
Yes, I can.
Oh, it's okay, it's 9 PM, it's after I finish streaming.
Oh. Maybe.
I wonder if it's going to be a bit like Train Sim Live. Because, no, not Train Sim Live, Train Spotting Live.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it, but I found it a little bit patronising. If that makes sense. And don't get me wrong, I got what they were doing.
Yeah.
And everything, but I don't know. Why? Yeah, I just... It was a really great show, and I did really enjoy it. But I just felt that it could have been done slightly differently.
No, I didn't see any of those.
Didn't you?
No.
I saw all three of them.
I think I was probably in Sweden at the time, so I didn't have a chance to see it. But I heard of it, but I didn't know roughly what it was about.
Yeah, I saw.
Paddington Bear should be on all the adverts eating marmalade. Then he goes, I like this marmalade, but I also like marmalade, eh?
This marmalade.
But I also like this marmalade.
So it's something to do with the advertising, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Something like that.
That'll give him something to watch then. Indeed, NASCAR, it will. Yeah, no, when you call a program something like Train Spotting Live, you're not going to get the general public in, and they kind of semi-aimed it at the general public, rather than at somebody like a railway enthusiast who knows a bit about railways and perhaps has thought, should I do train spotting? And I felt they got the target market slightly wrong. And so it came across as slightly patronising. But other than that, it was a fantastic show. Jelly Bean, are you anywhere near Oslo yet?
He's probably sitting there waiting.
Probably.
Well, I'm about 100 miles away from there now, so...
Either that, or he's still in the south of France wondering how on earth he's going to get there on time.
Yeah. Although knowing Jelly Bean, he can probably get there in time because he can probably do about 140 in his truck.
Yeah. I remember trying that last week. I'm not doing that again.
Ooh, it's a toll booth. Wow.
Yep. To go through, we must pay £10. It's another £10 out of my bank balance. Will people please stop charging me money? Right, onwards and outwards. Apparently he's waiting for us to get near. NASCAR reminds you of Railway Roundabout. Why does it remind you of Railway Roundabout? I found some of them on YouTube, by the way. I might watch them. If you want, I might make them into a playlist on my channel.
That might be a good idea.
In fact, I found somebody else's channel who has a whole load of like the old videos from the 90s, and possibly even earlier, that is really good. So I might make some of them into playlists. Go on, CK.
Yeah, there is some interesting videos about, like, you see some of the like there was one I saw where it was like a guide on how to, you know, if the HST breaks down, like what to do, and like you had to go and get like this winch out to get on the front and stuff like that.
Oh, I love stuff like that. There's
you know, like if the train had a fault, like how to fix it. So they're all like based on VHS tapes, obviously, that they used to have at the train companies. You know, like the different classes of trains. Like, oh, when this happens, this is what you do, and you ring this and do this.
Yeah.
I can't remember what channel it was though.
The actual training videos. There's one that I like that was done by the LMS, and it's how to fire a locomotive, and it is a brilliant video.
Do you just get Alan Sugar, go up to the locomotive and say you're fired?
And that's it. It's got a full head of steam. It's the way, or was the way, Aldi used to advertise the product, whether in a branded product and an Aldi brand product. Someone pointed at the brand and I like this product, and then pointed at the Aldi and says, but I also like this product. It was essentially showing that Aldi product was a fraction of the price of the branded product. They're usually very similar. Oh, okay. The Marks and Spencer did something very similar, didn't they? But the opposite way round. As if to say, you know, ours is better quality. This isn't just spaghetti bolognese. This is Marks and Spencer's spaghetti bolognese. Which used to be quite funny because that was on when I was quite a bit younger. And so like when I was at school, college, and somebody would ask, you know, well, what sandwich are you having? And you go, this isn't just a ham sandwich. This is a homemade ham sandwich. Do that. Do what, Luke? They're short but done quite well. Oh yes, they are. The railway roundabout. I've got about 5 conversations going on, and I've got to remember who's saying what.
I know. I can tell that you're looking at chat and doing things, because I can just tell by when I'm driving behind you.
And all of a sudden I changed 3 lanes.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're like almost going into the barrier at the side.
Yeah, chat's moving quite quick at the moment, so sorry if I do miss anything. I really have to concentrate on driving well this time. And I'm quite pleased. I'm not going to say why, because I might mess it all up now.
Yeah, you're doing quite good so far.
I haven't hit anything.
No.
I'm like 60 miles from the destination and I haven't hit anything.
Oh, it's good.
Double trailers, that's the key. I always need double trailers. Jellybean and CK. When you're streaming, do you have your video feed on a second screen or just your chat on a second screen?
Well, for me, what I do is I've got an Android tablet next to me with the Twitch app running, so I just look at the stream and chat at the same time. But it's just off to my right, so I have to kind of look to my right, which is annoying. It's a shame I haven't actually got it planted more in front of me, but I can't do that otherwise I'm...
HST putting down a rescuing video. That's Scotsman likes that video. NASCAR indeed, little and often. They say every 2 minutes between 6 and 8 shovels. Marks and Spencer spaghetti bolognese. Hey JV, welcome. Oh, we haven't. Hold on. This is a good place for me to catch up with chat. Jellybean says he has too much trouble having 2 screens open. Right, we've paid the toll. Who else has the rail freight DVDs? I don't. I tend to do it all through YouTube. Jellybean says he forgets to mute, etc. JV, hey chat. Donkey N71, thank you very much for the follow. And Keith JOH, thank you very much for your follow. Luke wants to see the... Oh, okay. I might do that for some of the others as well, Luke. Because he's got loads up. They're not in any particular order, so I might go through what he's got and make them into playlists. Unfortunately, those views don't count on my channel because I would love for them to. I'd have loads of views if everybody watched them through my channel and my playlist counted as my views. Or when the smoke turns slightly grey. NASCAR, it's when you can see a gap between the top of the chimney and the smoke. So it should be a light grey. If it turns to a dark grey, you've put too much on. But it's okay if you've done 8 because you've needed a bit more. It should then go back very quickly to a light grey, and if it goes white and gets a gap underneath it, then she's running light and you need a little bit more. The rail freight. How am I? I'm very well, thank you, JV. I'm actually very pleased. I've got 41 miles to go, and I haven't yet hit anything. Woohoo! Go me! And let me take this roundabout very slowly, because having said that, I'm probably going to hit something now. Right. The rail freight today DVDs. No, I haven't got them, Luke Knights. You ask, as you may have been snarling, got your own connection for streaming and having video feed on. There we go, I've hit something. Not seriously enough now for it to cause any damage, which is good. Under the River is a great one. It's about the 7 tunnel. Oh, I'll have to look out for that. If your playlist was giving you views, then you would have a lot of views. Yeah, it's like that for me too, Luke. Mr. Harrison says give it time. Give what time, Mr. Harrison?
Probably you crashing.
Oh, yeah.
Or having a drink.
Sorry, CK, I might be holding you up a little bit.
That's alright, alright.
Get through this. Mars HD10, thank you very much for the follow.
Oh!
Clark Burney plays, hello Jenks, you might not be as active in chat because of your radio show, that's not a problem. I might miss 1 or 2 chat messages because it's just refreshed.
Just say it's a bit awkward getting in.
Are you far ahead again, Gavd?
I'm already in Oslo at the drop-off point, but I've got a problem.
He's got stuck.
Oh yeah, I got very stuck.
Okay, well, we're still 20 miles away, 30 miles away almost. Hey Clark Burney, welcome.
Is Jellybean there, Gav?
It's not where I am, but there's 2 different parts of Oslo, you see.
Oh, okay. Just wondered if you
Oh.
could see a dot on the map or something.
No, I ain't seen them on the map yet.
Okay.
I've been reading a lot about the science of the steam loco lately from a book that drivers trained with. It's a modern reprint. Oh, NASCAR, please send me a copy of that. I'd love to read that. Just to finish off my knowledge. When I went to the Epping and Ongar Railway, I was actually really... I wouldn't say really upset, but I was slightly upset and slightly frustrated. Because they got a pannier out, 64 class, and all day long, I don't know if you noticed in the video, but one of the reasons why a lot of the sound wasn't usable was because the safeties were going off, and so that they'd like come into the platform and then shovel a ton of coal on it, and then it would sit there with its safeties going off all the time, and it's just like, no, they really overfired it, I think. And yeah, I thought it was a bit of a waste of money. It wasn't doing the engine any good.
You were going to ring up the RSPCS.
The RSPCS.
Yeah, the Royal Society for the Protection and Quality of Steam Engines.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You have the only £2 a month help this poor steam engine.
How's things? Things are very good, thank you, Clark Burney.
Hello, Clark.
We are hoping to get into Oslo without any damage. And I will have proved for the first time on this stream that I can actually drive, which will be brilliant.
Go past. Just gonna watch you go past on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a
Then I
snap.
know I'm safe.
Get a snappity snap.
Oh, I can't because it wouldn't look very nice because of this computer.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, there's Jellybean, I can see him.
Right, that's it. I'm safe now. I can go around the corner.
Yeah.
Is that Arkea? Ask him to come and meet me. I was going all around.
Your mileage may vary. Oh, he says you'll find the website tomorrow. Things may be different because it's focused on US steam locos. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at it anyway.
Oh, it's coming all the way around. Come on.
I'd like something like that for Great Western steam locos.
I'm having a bit of pop. I've got a bit of a pop.
You've got still stuck.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Captain, I need a controller. Apparently I need a controller. Right, I think that's Jelly.
Yeah, it is Jelly.
Yeah, that's Gav then, your controller.
Yeah, right. You're gonna have problems getting this trailer in, so be careful.
Jenks will prove that he can drive, but he will never
Jelly
prove it
bean!
properly. That's true.
You're gonna have problems getting it in, Cap. You're gonna have to go all the way around. You can't come in where I am. You're gonna have to go straight past and turn round.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Because you won't get it. You can't get it in this way. I'm gonna do the same. I can't get it in.
Watch and learn. You ready?
Go on then.
I'll get it in. You watch me go and get it in.
If you can get it in, CptnJenks, right? I'll do.
We're done.
Oh, maybe I can't do it that way.
How did you do that?
Right.
Whoa! Yeah, this is cheating. How did you do that? Spill the beans. Spill the beans.
When it comes down to them all, they all do the same thing. Mr. Harrison claims hacks. Right.
Are you going to tell me about it? How did you do it?
It's a secret.
Oh, come on.
Right, what have we got? We got lots and lots of points. Did we get any money? We got 13 grand. Brilliant. That means I've only got 180,000 to go before I break even.
Actually, I know what you did here.
Are
And
you-
I'm not going to do that. No.
You've
No,
worked it out
I'm
now,
not.
have you?
I'm not. I'm not cheating.
Nah.
I just realised I didn't go through the white things. I've still got to reverse again.
I'm not cheating. I'm gonna do it. Oh, here we go.
NASCAR
down.
said auto parking for the win.
Gav's jumping the jelly bit.
Alright, I have an unsettled
Oh,
overdraft,
yeah.
so that's fine.
This is murder.
Oh, hold on, what do they say?
Hang on.
If bank balance is negative,
Just
please.
calm down a minute. Wait there.
Guys, I have a problem.
Yes, so do I.
Yeah, I have a letter from the bank.
They fired you.
No. Just talking.
Not yet. I've got 3 days to make 180 grand, otherwise they take my truck away.
Oh.